tap. It's game 4 of 6 here on this Saturday afternoon here in Kettering. Wasatch Academy against St. Ignatius. And we'll have it to you next here on SUV TV. Good afternoon to you as we welcome you back to Kettering to Trent Arena here on SUV TV. It's Flying to the Hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics, and a good one here this afternoon. Wasatch Academy off the win yesterday, 10-4, taking on the St. Ignatius Wildcats at 8-4. Should be a good one. We should see another great effort, maybe perhaps by Manu Monsiel, who had a game-high 20 points last night in their win. Again, it is Wasatch Academy against St. Ignatius. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off when we return here on SUV TV. If you're ready now, let's give you the starting lineups here in this ball game. First for Wasatch Academy, the Tigers are 10-4 out of Mount Pleasant, Utah. Their head coach in his 8th year is Paul Peterson. The guards here this afternoon are 3. Manu Monsiel at 6'4", 180 pounds, a senior. He'll run with Cottrell Harmon at 6'5", 183 pounds, a senior. Up front, it's 14, Chide Inepwe at 6'7", 205 pounds, a senior. 23, Junior County at 6'6", 205 pounds, a senior. And 32, Vuk Lazarevic at 7 foot tall, 215 pounds, a senior. On the other side for St. Ignatius, the Wildcats are 8-4 out of Cleveland, Ohio. Their head coach in his first year at the helm is Tom Parker Jr. The guards here this afternoon are 3, Alex Mack at 6'4", 172 pounds, a senior. 11, Sammy Dari at 6'2", 160 pounds, a junior. Up front, it's 2, R.J. Jones at 6'6", 165 pounds, a senior. 25, Carlos Vaughn Jr. at 6'5", 165 pounds, a sophomore. And 35, Keith Saeed at 6'8", 180 pounds, a senior. Again, as we mentioned, this will be the second game here in this showcase this weekend here in Kettering for Wasatch Academy. They were winners last night in their game against Dream City Academy. Manu Monsiel had a game-high 20 points on 7 of 12 shooting. An outstanding effort last night here for the commit to Stephen F. Austin. By the way, before we get going with tonight's game, and it's the first of 3 here in this afternoon session, we'll tell you the games that have occurred here so far from the morning all the way into the afternoon. Dream City Christian Academy defeated Cats Academy this morning, 75-72. Mateen Cleveland's had a breakout game in that game with a game-high 23 points. Wyoming defeated Wayne 60-49. It was Kellen Wiley with a game-high 22 points. And despite 20 points from Troy Texter, it was Lima Senior defeating Brunswick 61-51 in a game you just heard here about 20 minutes ago. So we're just about set to go. We're seeing the introductions here out on the floor.
And at forward, 6'8" senior, number 35, Keith Saeed.
As we have mentioned, Wasatch Academy out of Mount Pleasant, Utah, a little bit of a haul to get here. Not so much for St. Ignatius, just 3 hours away. Of course, they're in Cleveland, a perennial powerhouse in Division I. Again, we mentioned the first-year head coach, and Tom Parker Jr. He's been with the program for a number of years. Went off and left for about a year, if we recall correctly. He went to Euclid, and then he came back as player personnel director, got on the bench, and then was part of their 24 championship, took them to the regional final a year ago. So it's Lazarevic and Saidi to jump center. Tap is controlled by Wasatch Academy, and away we go here in Kettering for game number 4 of 6 here this afternoon in Kettering. Lazarevic off to the side. Cottrell Harmon on the way, no good. And a first opportunity for St. Ignatius. It's Dari down to the corner. They pass it down low. R.J. Jones has nowhere to go, and they'll kick it back outside. Half minute gone by, just getting started here in Kettering this afternoon. Glad to have you along for this one. I'm Geoff Kim here on SUV TV. Marquez Burnett is our producer, director, videographer here this afternoon. It's R.J. Jones stuck in the paint, has to kick it out before the 3-second. And now a three on the way. No good for Seide. They reset, get it back, and a three. Knock it down for Alex Mack. So out of the gate, it's 3-0 in favor of St. Ignatius. Here's a drive. Nothing doing there for Dari, and they go the other way, and thank you very much. The turnover, and Cottrell Harmon all by himself to make it 3-2. Cottrell averaging about 13 points a ball game. Here's a long three from 25. Matt can't connect, and Wasatch back up in a hurry. They're not wasting any time out here. Junior County had a slow first half. He was saddled with 3 personals in the first half, sat for a while. And here's a 15-footer and good for Monsiel. And the first lead here this afternoon for Wasatch on a 4-0 run here in the opening minutes. Dari, the handoff to Carlos Vaughn Jr. finally gets a touch. Creates in the lane, throws up the runner, off the back iron and out. Winitana, no good. The rebound fought for by Lazarevic, but taken away, and Ignatius on the run. Down by 1 and the ball. Vaughn with the ball. Drive, put up. R.J. Jones can't finish with the right hand. They move up, and thank you very much! And Wigway with 2 the fancy way, his first bucket of the night. Averaging 11 a ball game, 6-3 on a 6-0 run. Three from the wing. Matt couldn't draw the strings on that one, and it's out of bounds. 3 minutes down here in this fast-moving first quarter. A couple of dunks punctuating here so far this afternoon's game. 6-3 as Wasatch doubling up on Ignatius. Cottrell Harmon into Lazarevic and 1. Foul by Seide. That's the first on Keith, and Lazarevic will head to the line. Lazarevic had 6 points yesterday. Couple free throws to his tally. The lefty throws it up and completes the bonus. On a 9-0 run now for Wasatch. So Seide, as soon as he got his first, checks out of the ball game. Dari will handle, working on Manu Monsiel, who had a game-high 20 yesterday against Dream City Christian Academy. Drive around the end by Maloof and dribbled out of bounds and will belong to, well, we got a foul, and that's the reason why it was turned over.
Tiger penalty number 14, Chitty and Wigway, his first, team's first.
And Wigway picks up the personal. Team fouls are even at 1. And it was retained by Ignatius, but it's taken away by Wasatch. Here's a 3. Minitana strikes. Or was that Monsiel? Monsiel with the trifecta. And it's a 12-0 run. Here's a three, and the drought's broken.
3, Alex Mack.
So Mack answers his second trifecta. He's accounted for all the scoring this afternoon for Ignatius, 12-6.
Basket, Chitty and Wigway.
Chide gets his second bucket of the afternoon, averaging 11 a ball game, 14-6. So we're trading buckets now. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by Winnetana, and he throws it away. Got a little greedy, intended for Junior County, who can really fill up the basket when he's down the lane. Dari lets it go, and this one is loose on the floor, and we got a tie-up. It'll stay up front. With 3:14 left to play here in this opening quarter.
Checking in for the Wildcats, Denahi Melton and Tristan Watkins.
Tristan Watkins comes in. Denahi Melton also comes in for Ignatius. Looking for something here. They've been stuck on 6. They were stuck on 3. Here's a 3 straight on, and Alex Mack can't complete. And Mack has gotten a ton of shots here in the opening going. Couple of misses, a couple of hits. But right now, he's the primary option for the Wildcats. With 3 to play here in the opening quarter. Winnetana on the outside. Ball deflected, saved by Ignatius. Up ahead. It's Melton to the rack. He is fouled on his way up.
Tiger foul number 1.
Winnetana picks up the personal. That's his first.
Team second.
It's 2 now against Wasatch Academy. The Tigers in control of this one early on, 14-6.
Shooting 2.
They weren't in control last night for the first half. It was a tie game through the first 16 minutes, tied up at 30 before running away with it. So Denahi Melton, 6 foot tall, 155 pounds, a sophomore, makes 1 of 2. He's in the book. And Wasatch still doubling your pressure. And speaking of pressure, it's taken away. Here's the lay-in, missed by Watkins, and it's out of bounds. .237 frozen on the clock, 14-7. And the high entry goes to R.J. Jones. He drives into the lane, goes up strong, drew contact, and, or do we have the other way? It's a charge on R.J. Jones. So he filled the lane very nicely. Looked like he might have got a right elbow in on the defender, and he's guilty of the charge. In a very tenuous area. That's an area where a block and a charge go hand in hand. Little pinball down on the baseline, out of bounds, with 2:18 to play here in this opening quarter. The 4th game of 6 here this afternoon here in Kettering. Flying to the hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. Melton handling between the rings. R.J. Jones fills, pops. As he rises, 16-footer, misses, he gets it back. Oh, nice carry, he gets it back, lays it in. Fancy move by R.J. Jones. And he's in the book for the first time this afternoon. The Akron commit cuts the game to 5 points. It's 14-9. And thank you very much, Cottrell Harmon with 2 the fancy way. Found himself open on the baseline and went up strong to finish it up. 7-point ball game. That's Joe Maloof into the ball game. Around the paint, he tries to pass, and this one tapped out. Intended down there for Watkins and tapped away.
Checking in for the Tigers.
And one big man, well actually, we see Winnetana come out. And Strahin's Zelich coming on in. So they go big as Zelich defends the ball, ball trigger, and the ball worked to Mack. 1:17 to play here in this opening quarter. Mack on the move. He's got a couple trifectas here this afternoon. He's been a primary option so far. Down to the corner. Vaughn goes up strong. Everything but the bucket. The putback missed, and the second putback also missed. So 3 looks and nothing doing for Ignatius down this trip. 50 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. It's Maloof. Beg your pardon, Cottrell Harmon. They run a little weave up top, gets a screen. It's Harmon going, driving to the rack, in and out. And now we got a little wraparound. Zelich put his arms and hugged R.J. Jones. With 30.4 left to go here in the opening quarter. There is no shot clock here in this game. Unlike the game that we saw a night ago between Wasatch and Dream City Christian Academy, both are prep academies. They play under a shot clock rule. In the state of Ohio, if you're a state of Ohio team, you play by home court rules and there's no shot clock. 17 to play. It's Melton between the circles. Looking to play for a final shot, you would imagine. Down by 7. 8 on the game clock. High-low lob, and Jones finishes. His second bucket to make it 16-11. 3 from their wing, good if it goes, and no good for Junior County, and that's the end of our first quarter. Entertaining to be sure through 8 minutes, 16-11. Here, it's the flying to the hoop prep showcase, powered by Beacon Orthopedics here on SUV TV. We're in Kettering at Trent Arena, flying to the hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics here on SUV TV. I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us this weekend. The second day of 4, the 4th game of 6 here on this Saturday. And a couple games within 24 hours for Wasatch Academy. They won last night. They're looking to win this night. Here's the backdoor lob, and a little too strong, and it rattles out of bounds. Intended for Junior County. They're trying to get off a little bit earlier than they did last night. Junior was in foul trouble very early on. A couple quick fouls in the first. Picked up his 3rd very early in the second quarter and had to sit for the rest of the half. Denying Melton. Up high, up on the right point. They work in, and it's batted away. Intended for Jones. They come up front and a steal. And the steal back. And a nice move. Monsiel puts it up for 2. 7 for Manu. Another steal. It's a 2-on-1 break. The lob for County. Thank you very much. We had a timeout charged to St. Ignatius. And we'll hold things right here with 7:03 left to go. You wonder if Wasatch Academy stuck around for the second game last night and the show that was put on by Southeastern Prep. They had 10 dunks in that game, I think 9 of which went to the Falcons a night ago, and that made an impression here in Kettering, which we may now have to rename Dunk City after last night's exhibition. It was wonderful. The most fun that we've seen in a gym here in a long time. Well, that's what you get with Prep Academy kids. They're big, they're strong, they're fast, they're long, big wingspans. So when you swat away balls in the backcourt, you have long legs to get down the floor, and the height allows you to elevate, and therefore, well, you're getting to the hoop the fun way. And if I recall, we saw 3, maybe 4 backdoor lobs a night ago as well. As we're back to action. Melton will handle the point. He's checked by Monsiel. Played to Mack. It was slapped away from him, so Ignatius will retain. Wildcats down by 9 here early in the second period. It's Melton, a little shake and bake, cannot get inside. Wasatch is a little longer, and so it's going to be a little tougher to get into the paint area for Ignatius this afternoon. It's Dari with the ball. Checked by Cottrell Harmon. Back out Carlos Vaughn, got a quick touch, he gets it up, he gets it back. Now he puts it on the deck. He hesitates, he throws it up off the right side, can't get it to drop. Here's County, a little shake and bake across the lane, and we'll kick it back out and reset the offense. Nice move. Lefty layup for Cottrell Harmon. Off the high screen. Cottrell has 6 in this ball game, and Wasatch, it's double your pleasure over Ignatius, 22-11. And I believe that's the first double-digit lead here tonight for Wasatch. They're 6-0 here to start off this second quarter, in fact. Little tie-up. R.J. Jones drew the double and couldn't get away. Seide re-enters, and Maloof does as well for Ignatius. And we've got well, we'll get back to action here. Looked like we were going to get an official stop, but we'll play on. Dari with the ball, draws the double against 2 bigger defenders, drops it down to Seide, back to Dari. Again, Ignatius continuing to stay outside. You know they want to get in, but it's really hard down there when, in this case, it's Zelich that's down there. Here's a 3, straight on, knock it down. Keith Seide logs on for the first time, and he breaks the drought. First points of the quarter for Ignatius, 22-14. The lefty layup and good for Minitana. His first bucket, averaging 9 a ball game. And it's 24-14. Long 3, but before we can do that, we have an official stop. And a foul off the ball. It's Winatana who picks up his second. Throws it into the backcourt. It's Dari with the ball with 4:34 to go here in this opening half. Ignatius looking for a spark. They don't really have one. They got initial points from the long ball by Alex Mack, but since then they've gone a little quiet. Dari a little shake and bake. Back outside, Mack is blocked on his way to the hoop, looking for the baseline. And Monsiel picks up his first. I believe that's 2 here this quarter against Wasatch. And this one tapped, and it's Wasatch on the move. And a foul going up. Nwigwe found his way impeded going to the hoop. Fouls on R.J. Jones, and that's number 2 on R.J. There's your first here for Nwigwe, who came in 4 for 8 at the charity stripe this season. Not a lot of opportunities at the stripe. In fairness, as Wasatch plays out of the EYBL Scholastic, a Nike prep league, stats are, well, they're not always up to date. No good, but it's saved by County, and they'll reset. It's Zelich driving, and he is denied on the way to the hoop by Seide, tapped out. Zelich thought that he had a first step, and he'll come out of the ball game.
Checking in for the Tigers. Cottrell Harmon returning for the Tigers.
So Cottrell Harmon back in, Lazarevich back in. Size replacing size. And I'll go to Lazarevich. This one mishandled and taken away. It's a 2-on-1 for Ignatius. And Mack to the rack. No good. Maloof, beg your pardon. And now here comes Wasatch on a 3-on-3. Harmon back outside. County for 3. He knocks it down. County hits from long range. His 5th point of the second quarter to make it 28-14. Again, they double their pleasure. It's Melton. He lost the ball. Harmon on a 3-on-1 to County. He goes to the rack. And do we have a timeout? We do. Charge to Ignatius and to Tom Parker Jr.
60 seconds.
And with that, we'll step aside too. 30-14 as Wasatch continues to lead here at Flying to the Hoop on SUV TV. Out of the timeout, it's 30-14 here at Flying to the Hoop at Front Arena in Kettering. I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. In this second quarter that is now 4.5 minutes deep, Ignatius has been held to 1 field goal. 1. That's like 3 from Keith Seide a couple minutes ago, and that's been it. Meanwhile, it's a clinic for Wasatch. They have really applied their weight in the defensive back end, especially right around the paint, and when they get up on turnovers, they're moving in a hurry and filling lanes. The 4th of 6 games here in this prep showcase this Saturday. From a game standpoint, it's the biggest day. There's 6 today and a high-low lob. And the throw up in and out for Sammy Dar. You can't get any closer to the bucket than that. On CL. Nwigwe. And the handoff to Harmon. Top of the key. Looking for a screen. It's a half-hearted one and now looking for an avenue. Goes to the big man who gives it right back. Nwigwe fills the lane, throws up the right-hander, in and out. The big man, Lazarevic, throws up the half-hearted hook. He can't get it to fall. R.J. Jones the rebound for Ignatius. Stop and go. RJ's got some long levers on him. He's going to play at the next level. He's committed to Akron. Daria up top. We got a little bit of cutting, and this one taken away, but out of bounds. Otherwise, it would have been 2-on-1 with Nwigwe and Lazarevic. Junior County comes back in for Wasatch. For Paul Peterson's club, who's had a very good stay here so far in Kettering/Dayton this weekend. It's Melton driving, wraparound pass, tapped out. Looks like he'll stay up front with 2:08 to play here in this opening half. Again, Ignatius trying to find something. They don't have momentum. They got 1 made bucket here in this quarter. As we come up on the 6-minute mark here of this second. R.J. Jones stuck on a double team. Lazarevic had him, and then he was covered from behind by Harmon. And he'll stay up front. Trigger will come from Melton. Alex Mack is back in. He lost the ball. It's a 3-on-1. They feed Lazarevic. Thank you very much. A big two-hand stuff by Luke Lazarevic. Mercy. Long 3, left short by Mack. Tapped around, saved by Winatana. We've had 5 dunks here in this game for Wasatch. 3 from the wing, skips out. Cottrell Harmon can't get it to drop.
Tristan Watkins and Brody Spicer checked in for the
Watkins and Spicer coming back in for St. Ignatius. Actually, we think it's I think it's Brody Spicer's first time in. Brody is a 6'1" guard, senior guard, 160 pounds. The lob in, it goes to Inwigwe, draws a double team. His pass deflected, saved, and taken away by Ignatius. R.J. Jones has it. Across half court, looking to create a little stop and go to the rack, and dunk you very much! The hesitation runner, and the big finish with the right hand. Mercy! One minute left to go here in the second quarter. Wow. RJ has the ball handler, a little stop and go by Harmon. Harmon shut off as he was looking baseline. 40 seconds to go, a long possession by Wasatch standards. It's County. Plays it back up on top, Harmon. Holding on to it, a 30-second possession. He fills the lane, the kick out. Winnetana for three. Back iron and out, saved, and he'll stay up front. It's Harmon. Now he draws the double. County, quick toss over for Winnetana, who drives the lane to the rack. He goes, and one! So Mono Winnetana went to the rack, he drew the foul, and now he'll go to the line for the bonus.
Henry Willerson checking in for the Wildcats. Mono Winnetana at the line, shooting one.
Manu is a 42% shooter at the stripe this year. And he gets it. Might have said Manu, it's Mana Winnetana. Manu Monsiel is his teammate. Here's a contested three, in and out for Mack, no foul call. And that's the way we end things here in this exciting first half. Wasatch owns a 35-16 lead here in Kettering this afternoon. We'll take a timeout, a long siesta where we'll review the first half and look ahead to half number 2 when we return here on SUV TV. We're just mere moments away from the start of the second half here in Kettering, and it's a big lead for Wasatch Academy, 35-16. They have a 19-point spread over St. Ignatius, the Wildcats. I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. Marquez Burnett here is our producer, director, videographer this afternoon. It's the fourth game of 6 here in this prep showcase. As before we get to the halftime stats, we'll tell you that coming on up, it'll be Southeastern Prep, who we saw a night ago. They'll take on Christ School in game number 7. That's set to go at about 6:30. And then at 8:15, it'll be Fishers, the number 1 team in Indiana, against warm and cheerful Centerville. The numbers bear out the lead here for Wasatch, and they look really good right now. 15 of 23 shooting in the first half for 65%. They shot 2 of 6 from behind the three-point line at 33%, 3 of 4 at the charity stripe for 75%. They have 16 rebounds to 10 for St. Ignatius. The Wildcats shot 6 of 23 from the floor in the first half for 26%, 3 of 9 for 33% from behind the three-point line, and 1 of 2 at the charity stripe for 50%. Leading scorer here in this ball game is Manu Monsiel. He's got 7 points, along with Junior County, who also has 7. Leading the way for Ignatius, 6 points apiece for R.J. Jones and for Alex Mack, who had a couple trifectas back in the first quarter. So we're just about ready to get started here in the second half. We'll see what Ignatius comes out with here in about the first 4 minutes. They got to bite into that 19-point deficit. Right now, it's do or die time right now. We mentioned R.J. Jones. He is staying in Northeast Ohio. He's going to play for John Gross over at Akron. He signed last November. And we saw the amazing dunk that he had in the second quarter. Long limbs, can get up down the floor very quickly, can play multiple positions on the floor. And we're back underway here in half number 2. As the Wasatch goes left to right, they'll attack the east bucket. Lazarevic. And it'll give to Monsiel, who had 7 in the first half. Here's a drive, no finish this time for Junior County. 35-16 here in the second half. Again, as we mentioned, Ignatius really needing to cut into the deficit in his steal. County gives it, and they play it up front. In Wigway draws a double team, lost it, saved initially, but picked up by Harmon. He goes to the well and scores. The bucket and one coming on up. Right place at the right time for Cottrell Harmon. Dari picks up his first of the quarter. Not the way that Ignatius wanted to start the second half. And that's the bonus right there. Cottrell Harmon with the old-fashioned 3. And it's a 22-point lead at 38-16. Drive, no good for Dari. He'll go to the line. Foul on the way up. Monsiel picks up his second. Team fouls are even at 1 here in the second half. And Dari at 6 foot, 260 pounds. He lets fly on the first and no good. Can't get either. Tough way to go, and Uguay gets the rebound. They draw the double team, and Uguay, as soon as he gives it up, gets it back. They go to the wing. 3 on the way, left too strong off the back iron. Manciel, and then the drop-off. County answers with the left hand. Junior with 9. 40-16. Outside, 3 from the wing, way short for Dari. Could not draw iron as he airmails that one. County on the outside as I quickly up in the front court. Lazarevic. Harmon top of the key. Lazarevic just off the elbow. A little backdoor cut. County can't catch up to it. It's out of bounds. So, you know, with what goes along with these preps in a showcase like this, you have all the talent, and you then have coaches that'll come on in and watch and evaluate, see who's unsigned, who they can get. As far as some local schools are concerned around the region, we do know that Wright State and the University of Dayton are here, as well as Ohio State. I think it's just a representative of the school, and not one of the coaching staff, because they had a game early this afternoon on national TV against UCLA. Mack fights the contact, pops 16 feet, left it short, and Lazarevic the rebound. Quickly up front, County drops it off, and the ball out of bounds. Manciel trying to create, it was tapped away from him, and it'll stay up front with 5:49 left to play here in the third. All the points have been scored by Wasatch here in this third period. 5-0 run to start off since intermission. County catches up to it and plays Cottrell Harmon. Back to County, who came back around left to right. County gives it up, gets it back. Pops 3, right of the key, too strong. And it weigh the rebound. They'll reset another 3 attempts. No good this time for Monsiel. They double the ball handler, and it's a steal. And Uguay on a 3-on-2, fills the lane, drops it off. Thank you very much, Cottrell Harmon. A 6th dunk this afternoon for Wasatch at 42-16. Have mercy. Timeout. Charge to
Time.
Ignatius.
Wildcats, 30-second timeout.
We'll hold things right here on the 30-second timeout. Catrell Harmon, senior out of Seattle, Washington. He's currently ranked 59th in the ESPN Top 100. He's headed to Omaha, as we mentioned last night. Omaha. I think Omaha has become a little bit more famous post Peyton Manning and his Omaha calls and his Super Bowl runs with the Denver Broncos. But he's committed to Creighton. He committed last August, and he is the Blue Jays' highest ever recruit to Omaha. A four-star recruit, as we said, ranked 59th in the ESPN Top 100. A year ago, to kind of tell you his game, even though we just told you about his ability to get up with the last dunk, he led the EYBL Scholastic League with 6.2 assists per game. That's getting it done. So he can run point, but he can obviously play off of it and finish at the rim. Out of the timeout. Sammy Dari to trigger, right in front of us. Into the backcourt for Alex Mack. Man defense shown by Wasatch as they trade off. County has the ball handler. It's Dari with a little scoop shot, and there's some contact, and we'll see some throws. Manciel picks up his third. And Ignatius trying to get on the board here for the first time with 4:41 left to go here in this third period. They've been held scoreless since intermission. And they break the drought.
Winatana checking in for the Tigers.
Winatana will check in.
Checking in for the Wildcats.
And Dari has his first two of this ball game. 42-18. A little slowdown. 2-3 shown on the outset by St. Ignatius. Skip past County, thought about penetrating. We'll keep it outside. Back to County. From Harmon, a three. He launches it and knocks it down. Junior's feeling it here this afternoon, 45-18. He's got 12 in the book. I believe that's now the game high. Dari dumps it off. Nice dump off to Melton, and Melton scores. His first field goal to make it 45-20. County plays. Harmon, high-low. Lazarevich lays it in.
Basket.
I think they wanted something a little bit more exciting for Vuk, but he'll get the deuce, and it's 47-20. High-low, they work it down low. Jones back outside. Three for Mack. Can't get it to drop. And the rebound to Winatana as he collides with R.J. Jones.
Wildcat foul number 2, R.J. Jones.
Obvious foul. R.J. picks up his third.
Second.
That's number 2. Team fouls are even here in this third period at 2. With a 27-point lead, one has got to wonder if we're playing under the state of Ohio rules that it will have a running clock if we see the lead elevate past 30. Here's Inouye as he fires it up over Tristan Watkins. No good. Drew the foul.
His first, team's third.
Tristan picks up his first, and that's the third team foul this quarter for St. Ignatius. 3:15 left to play here in this third period, 47-20. Coming up after this one, 2 more games. The penultimate game of the night, Southeastern Prep, who had a wonderful night at the hoop, will take on Christ School out of North Carolina. And then the ultimate game, the nightcap, will be Fishers, the number 1 team in Indiana, against warm and cheerful Centerville. By the way, that's the second time in this broadcast that we've mentioned that Centerville is warm and cheerful. That is their city's moniker. And in a good way, out to the line as he cans the first.
Keith Siding and Carlos Vaughn checking in for the Wildcats.
G-Day coming into this showcase was a 50% shooter at the stripe. He's done well here in the last couple of days. 16 points a night ago. He was 6 of 10 from the floor, and he had a couple threes as well. No good on the second, 1 of 2. And Sidey the rebound. Sidey does not take the shot. The 3 off the mark for Mack. And this one will rattle out, and it belongs to Wasatch. So Sidey had it down on the corner, elected not to take the shot. He knew it was going to be contested. Found Mack open, but Mack couldn't hit. The funny thing about shooters, especially long-distance shooters, is they will go hot and cold in a flash. Mack was hot in the first quarter, and he really hasn't hit anything since from that long range. It's Harmon. Skips it. Winatana no good. The putback and good for Vuk Lazarevic. Or is it Zelich? It's Zelich who came in, the other big man. He's got his first deuce. This one will stay up front. 50-20. Sidey hands it off. Melton. Back to Sidey. He lost it, and it's off the bottom of the glass, and we head the other way. .30-point spread for Wasatch. They've really enjoyed Kettering the last couple of days. They're going to get a couple of wins within a 24-hour stretch. Inigwe, Zelich, and back outside. Against a 2-3 zone. You can be on the strong side here. 3 from the corner, way too long for Manciel. And the ball saved. Zelich gets it. It looked like it was off the shoulders of Sidey, and the big man gets his second straight bucket. 52-20. A long 3 off the mark for Melton. One and done this possession. Winatana back to County. He jams it through. Mercy. He took off 10 feet away from the hoop and put it in with the right hand. It's 54-20. Here's a long 3 straight on. Alex Mack, as soon as he cooled off, he's getting warmed up again. His 9th point of the afternoon. Inigwe, oh, pretty move. Slick move down the lane, went to the left hand and scored. Good ball denial, it's loose and it's taken away. Manciel up ahead, Inigwe on over for Zelich with a dunk of his own. 8 dunks this afternoon. Another 3 and knock it down. This time it's the lefty, Joe Maloof. His first bucket of the game to make it 58-26. 35 ticks left to go here in this third. Winatana giving it back. Inigwe out to Zelich again. He puts it in. Zelich has had an afternoon here in this third period. All 8 of his points have come here in the last 7+ minutes. 60-26. Should be a final shot for Ignatius. 3 for Mack. He knocks it down. His 4th tray of the afternoon. Inigwe fills the lane, goes up strong with the right hand. No good. Zelich, and he cannot get it to finish. And that's the end of the third. We head to the all-important 4th quarter. It's 60-29. Wasatch is in control as we're flying to the hoop here in Kettering, here on SUV TV. We go to the 4th, and Wasatch has a 31-point lead, 60-29 over St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius has a championship pedigree, getting all the way to the regional finals, and of course a couple years ago to the state final and winning it. Here they're getting blown out of the gym here in Kettering. Here at flying to the hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. The fourth game of 6. Can't wait for the next one. Southeastern Prep will take on Christ School as we get the 4th underway. So a Florida school against a North Carolina school. Christ School was a late add yesterday. We got that news at the end of day yesterday that they will take the place of Lutheran East, who canceled their plans to come to Dayton based upon a number of players getting the flu. 3 off the mark for Maloof. And we'll head the other way. So Denai Milton picks up the personal. It was off the ball, and he picks up his first. Winitana, find the right point, and Harmon in between the circles. Seattle native going to Creighton, as we had mentioned a period ago. Zelich getting multiple minutes here, staying out on the floor, and some contact on that left sideline. Reach in by Matt. Alex picks up his first. Spicer comes back in for St. Ignatius. County got a touch between the circles. Looking at receiving, low left, draws the double, works around the kick out. 3 from the wing, he knocks it down. Winitana on the trifecta. Give him 8 points on the assist by County. Maloof stuck on the elbow, back outside. It's funny, initially it looked like Wasatch showed a 2-3, but they're really playing a man. Here's Maloof in the paint, stuck on the elbow, lost the handle. Winitana has it for Wasatch. Here come the Tigers. They'll play a half-court set. They won't force the issue. And at this point, with such a big lead, I don't think there'll be a reason to do that. We'll see if they get Zelich to fill the lane. He's now in the paint. 3 from the wing, knock it down. And Winitana for a second straight shot, he dials it up again. 66-29. The drop off for Mack. Actually, it's Henry Widowson, beg your pardon. Henry at 6'4", 175 pounds, a senior. 3 from Mack from the corner. He can't get it to drop. Widowson, the rebound. He throws it back up. No good. He drew the foul. I think they're going to get that on County. Junior County at 6'6", 205 pounds. By the way, Junior is not his real first name. That's a nickname. His real first name, believe it or not, is Adolf. A very German name, if you will. Or Austrian, or that part of the country, or the world. And Widowson gets yet another point. So he goes by Junior.
Checking in for the Tigers. Anthony Angelotti and Ronan Gaulter checking in for the
Junior, by the way, is from Highland, Utah. So him staying at home, relatively speaking, at Wasatch was a great idea for him as Widowson gets them both. Ranked 37th in the ESPN Top 100. He was the first commit in the class of 2026, or rather the 27 class, the 26 class, beg your pardon, for Danny Hurley as he goes to UConn. Meanwhile, a drive, no good, and we got contact, and we'll see throws. With 4:02 left to go. So Widowson seeing a lot of action. He's gotten 4 points in the book here in this fourth quarter. He drew his foul, and that's the first on Henry. And Cottrell Harmon to the line after he tried to create down the right lane. Cottrell hits on the first. Closing in on his average, he's got 12 on that first free throw. He's averaging 13 a ball game. He got 15 a night ago on 4 of 9 shooting, but 6 of 6 at the charity stripe. In and out, his first miss at the stripe here this weekend. 67-33. They play it down low. Nice wraparound and the finish by Tristan Watkins, his first field goal. Winatana off the high screen. Lazarevic down low, and he'll kick it back out on the double. Looks like the starting five's out there for Wasatch right now. Drive, here's County. Oh, nice under the hoop lay-in. Another bucket for Junior County, 16 in the book. And a timeout.
Joel Dalton checking in for the Tigers.
Quick timeout as we're waiting for substitutions. We still see Widowson out there along with Tristan Watkins. We're going to see who else is out there for Ignatius. Brody Spicer. And we got a timeout here on the floors. So we'll take one along with them. 2:36 left to go here in this ball game. 69-35. We'll step aside here on SUV TV. Out of the quick timeout. 2:36 left to play here in game number 4 on this Saturday here in Kettering, Ohio. 69-35. Wasatch has commanded this ballgame. There's only been one lead change in this ballgame. It came very early in the first quarter. Alex Mack had the game-opening 3, and after that, it was Katie bar the door. Agalante, no good. The rebound, the putback, no good for Ronan Gonter. And now we've got a jump ball underneath. So Southeastern Prep, who we saw with a monster offensive performance a night ago, will play in the next game, the penultimate game of this Saturday. And Bernardo Ferreira now into the ballgame wearing 0 as he gives it up for Zelich, who's back in. Both teams have emptied off the bench. Ferreira looking to create, puts it on the deck, high arcing shot, no good on the runner. And the run out by Aiden Lawless. Lawless down the side, and he throws it away for Ferreira. He's got a 2-on-1 if he can hurry. On over for Dawson, and we've got a foul underneath. Joel Dawson, who came in on the last timeout, got fouled underneath with 1:44 to go.
Wildcat foul number 10, Sam Shota, his first, team's 4th.
Foul is on Sam Shota, his first. And 2 shots coming up for Joel Dawson, who had no numbers coming into this ballgame, believe it or not. 6'2" junior guard, 180 pounds. Right-hander lets fly and no good.
Jordan Forstenow checking in for the Wildcats.
While Ignatius is going to lick their wounds on a 3-hour trip back to Cleveland after this one, they'll know what they're up against as they head down the stretch. And a putback dunk! Thank you, dunk you very much, Bedard DeBeer. DeBeer with the initial block, but this one put up by Widowson for the Teuce. Henry has scored 6 points here in this 4th quarter. Zelich. This one out to the side. We've got a volleyball match, and it's a steal. Out to Fortino. A long 3 off the wing. Too short for Gonter. Here's Gonter again. Another 3 off the mark. Zelich the rebound. And right now we're seeing slop. Quite honestly, both teams are just reaching and teaching. 3 from the corner, in and out. And they'll reset. Ferreira, step around. He'll keep it alive. Skips it on over to the near side. Volzin. And 1! Demir Volzin seeing his first action of the year as he goes to the line on an old-fashioned 3-point try. And with the running clock, we'll see if he'll actually get it. We have 1.5, and now the clock has expired. And is that the end of the game? What an odd way to close things out. As the running clock expired before you could go to the line for the old-fashioned 3, and that's your final here this afternoon. Wasatch dominating here tonight, 73-39. What a finish for Wasatch. What a 24 hours for the Tigers as they improve to 11-4. St. Ignatius falls to 8-5 on the season. As we close things up, Manu Monsiel didn't quite pick up where he left off after the game-high 20 a night ago. He picked up 8 points. It was his running mates, Cottrell Harmon, who had 12 in this ball game. I believe it was Junior County who had the game high in this one with 16, and he did. Junior County was the game high scorer here in this contest tonight. So game number 4 of this prep showcase in the books. Wasatch goes 2-0 here in Kettering after a dunk fest here this afternoon. And again, the big finish here, 73-39. Coming up, game number 5 coming up here in 30 minutes. It'll be Southeastern Prep Academy out of Florida taking on Christ School out of North Carolina. And we'll have that one right here on SUV TV here in about a half hour with Scott Mueller. Again, our thanks go out to our producer, videographer, Marquez Burnett. I'm Geoff Kim. Again, the final here this afternoon. Wasatch Academy, the winner, 73-39 winners over St. Ignatius. We'll see you in a half hour here in Kettering. Here it's Flying to the Hoop, powered by Beacon Orthopedics on SUV TV. Good night.